All right, hello wine drinking people. Time for more of what I've had to drink yesterday, and our friends from Dreyfus Ashby were in to show us some new wines. They just split their portfolio between two distributors, which a lot more work to manage. But hey, sometimes you got to do that in South Florida. A lot of these big distributors, hard to get them to sell everything. Certain things they do well, certain things they don't. Just like us here at the Wine Watch, we don't sell cheap wine very well. Just can't get very excited about it. Anyways, Marlborough Sauvignon Blanc, one of the better cheap wines you can get. This is their Marlborough Estate. It's got the name of the appellation in the name of the wine. You don't see that too often. Anyways, this wine's typical. It's got that kiwi, tropical fruit, mango, passion fruit, light grassy notes, that pepperoncini kind of spice also. Good amount of that zesty acidity showing through the tropical fruit on the tongue. Nice tongue-tingling minerality on the finish. Leaves the tongue salivating for food. Something we love about Sauvignon Blanc. And from Marlborough, you get that lovely exotic tropical fruit. Very good at $17.50. All right, one of the top producers, a classic old estate in Tuscany, Barone. And this wine's got a bit of Cabernet Merlot in the blend, the Chianti, 2012, a classic bouquet, kind of dried herbs, dusty earth, light red berry fruit here on the nose, underbrush, sage. Very smooth and easy drinking on the tongue with soft tannins. This is 2012. Really young stuff, but this is obviously a wine that's meant to be consumed early. A very good little wine for $16.75. Your classic Nouveau style Chianti with that Cabernet Merlot in it. The El de Laffitte from the Médoc, one of the best value areas in Bordeaux at $19.50. This also offering up a lot of value. 2010, a great vintage, a lot of dark cherry and currant berry fruit here. Notes of coffee, kind of fresh earth, mocha. Really nice richness and on the palate here for an entry-level wine also, and good structure. This wine's still opening up nicely on the second day. Those earth and coffee notes shown at the end at $19.50. A very good little value. And then one of my favorite things in the world. Yes, that's right, folks. Barolo. Marcansasco, whatever the hell that is, from Renato Ratti. And this is a single vineyard from Marlborough, and this one's a classic bouquet here. Fresh earth, tar, truffle, rose petal to the red cherry fruit. And you get a little small barrique here, so you notice some of that oak, but very nicely managed here. Good amount of ripe, delicious red berry fruit on the tongue. This 2009 vintage, already quite showy. Lovely, pretty floral notes, exotic spice, and some dry tannins at the end. This is young Barolo, but very forward and appealing, even in its youth. An excellent bottle of wine. The Renato Ratti Barolo at $49.50, and then the Enrique Foster Malbec, $49.50. They're going to be the same price as a Barolo. Anyways, from Lujan de Cuello, this is a new producer. Enrique Foster purchased land in Lujan de Cuello. These are 50-year-old vines tended by Mauricio Larco, one of the top winemakers here. This guy's got a complex array of dark berry fruit, blackberry, blueberry, with that toasty kind of campfire wood note to the nose, dark cocoa, and fresh black earth. So a good amount of complexity here, and a good amount of that blackberry fruit, almost liqueur-like on the palate with black spices, licorice, and that smoky, toasty, oaky note showing. Some savoriness on the finish, a really nicely balanced Malbec here, a lot of fruit, but very well balanced. Definitely should evolve in the bottle at $49.50. An excellent little bottle of Malbec. It's already 2000 vintage, so it's got a few years already. And then a little Amarone de Valpolicella to finish things off from Tedeschi. This wine's got a whopping 16% alcohol, but wears it well. Got lovely balance, pretty nose of that fresh flowers, kind of green tea, exotic spices, sun-dried cherry fruit, a little bit of that clay, kind of Play-Doh minerality you get from Valpolicella. Really lovely sweetness on the tongue. One of the things we love about Amarone, when they dry the grapes, the tannins tend to soften and do that oxidization when they dry them. Really silky tannins here on the tongue. Those exotic spices, pretty floral notes, and mocha showing through at the end, along with some of that clay, Play-Doh-like minerality. And this wine, most improved on the second day, just like the Barolo. That's why I love Amarone and Barolo, two wines that have a future in your cellar. You can sell them for a long time. $60, an excellent example of Amarone. That's what we had to drink with our friends from Dreyfus Ashby. I'm your host, Andrew Lampasoni, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying remember, always drink the good stuff first.